Yo, 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 welcome to World Wrestling Radio. I'm your host, Niko Extra, coming at you live once again on Thursday at 9 p.m. with my main man. Hey, yo, Vincent, hit the music. He had the best entrance music, dude. Like, the saying when it hits the glass, that's your ass. Like, that's so true. You know what I mean? You just knew when that shit hit, it was on. Like, someone's getting their ass whooped.
I miss those days. I really do. I treasure those days, and it's sad that we don't have somebody remotely close to that.
There is. And at the same, not only that, but there was also like The Rock there at the same time. And there was Triple H lingering around. I mean, an Undertaker. It was just like crazy at that time. And you're right. It'll never be that again. And it's because of
I love
too many, dude.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? You have to say the Monday Night Wars between WCW and WWF back then, and then like they added Thunder. Like those were the times. Like every week, what is NWO gonna do? What is Vince?
Right. Oh yeah.
What is Stone Cold gonna do to Vince McMahon? What is DX gonna do now? Like those were the questions. Now it's like, oh God, John Moxley's gonna come on, and what
Here comes Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, what's going on with Seth Rollins? I mean, it's nothing exciting anymore.
I absolutely agree with you. And that's the sad thing about it is that when the Monday Night Wars were on and it was like Goldberg fighting Hogan in Atlanta, and on the other side is like Mick Foley and The Rock, like that was crazy. And now it's, yeah, you're right. Like Sami Zayn and coming out and arguing with Jeff Hardy isn't just the quite feel as those days.
No. And it's like, okay, he won the double championship, but it's nothing like when Razor beat Michaels at WrestleMania 10. Like it's
such good shit. I've watched that match like 5 times in the last couple of years because it's just such a great match. And yes, ladder matches have gone farther than that match and crazier, but at that time, at that point, that match was so innovative and so crazy.
You know, you got to watch, you got to go on. There's a DVD out. It's like unreleased matches by WWE, WWF. And like, there's like 1 or 2 more ladder matches that Razor and Michaels did off of WrestleMania that are not as good, but still compare.
Still good shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anything. Listen, even like Razor's old promos that he did, like when he was like at the restaurant and he's like, "You want me to clear the table? I'll clear the table for you." Yeah, those are. And it's like, okay, it might be cheesy.
Just walking down the street in Miami, he'd just be like, "Hey, the bad guys here." Like it was just insane.
I so
they're gone, man.
I so even
why though? Why are they gone?
Because Vince wants to bring a different feel, and it's like you would have never listen. I'm gonna tell you what. When they started going HD, that's when it went downhill. Like that was the end of like. I mean, dude, even like with Mick Foley and shit. Like, dude, remember that? Remember when we were younger, man? I don't know about you, but like I would always invite my friends
for the pay-per-views. Yeah,
I would split the cost of my buddies. We get a pizza. I remember like, SummerSlam. It was Taker and Mankind for the Boiler Room Brawl. Like that was huge.
Yeah.
Like we would not, dude. We were so crazy that we were wrestling and shit. I broke my arm. My buddy went on top of the couch. He went on top of the couch and squished my arm, and I broke my arm. And then like a month later, I actually ripped his braces out because he got him caught in my jersey.
Yeah, we were great. Like I was crazy as a kid too. It was because of the Attitude Era that made us feel like that. It was just insane. You wanted to be The Rock. I mean, I can remember like cracking open a Dr. Pepper and being like, oh hell yeah, like trying to beat Stone Cold. Like you just wanted to be cool like that, and it's gone. Because Roman Reigns, if that's cool now, like no, thank you. Cool isn't cool anymore.
And even like the Big Show, like. It's like I saw the Big Show for the first time in a while when I was watching Clash of the Champions. And I'm like, what happened to the Big Show when he was facing like Hollywood Hulk Hogan in the monster truck Remember that?
Remember he threw the thing on him and he goes, "Dude, this is Andre's." Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday, dude.
Yeah, and then
tried to play like it was Andre's son, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, I miss all those days, man. I'm telling you.
Tell me, Hogan came over and he had another like infamous truck scene with The Rock where he was like, "Shoot, brother!"
Oh, yeah.
He like ran him over in the ambulance.
But you know what though? By the time that was, man, it was. By the time they did that skit, man, it was over. It was over because that
was so over the top already by then.
But you remember when they brought him in? It was like Nash, like Hall was already like he looked like shit. He was not sober, and then Nash couldn't work because he was hurting from his back. Like it just wasn't. And then like when Hogan faced The Rock at WrestleMania, I mean, yeah, it could have been it could be a WrestleMania moment, but like it really wasn't that great of a match.
Right, I totally agree.
Didn't really work.
No, he can't work at all, and he hasn't been able to work for a long time. So
he keeps saying he wants to get back in the ring. He keeps coming on Twitter and says he wants to get one more match.
One more match, brother. Like, no, thank you, Holster. Like, you're so fucking old.
Have you been to a shop?
I just went recently for the first time, and I saw a couple. I had a couple like things I want to get as far as autographs. He has some cool one. There's one of him and The Rock that's pretty badass. It's like $150. And there's a picture of him and Sergeant Slaughter from like WrestleMania 7 that he like signed. It's pretty cool. But I'm waiting for his old ass to be in there. I want to walk in and see him there. You know what I mean?
I can't. I tell you what.
Oh, remember that when DX came to Norfolk to crash Monday Night Raw with their truck and everything? They were like, full steam ahead. That was awesome.
I'll tell you what, man. Was it 2 years ago? He did this skit with Monsters of the Morning. We were all at this. It was me. You know who Burt Kreischer is?
Yeah.
It was me, Burt Kreischer, and then the cast of the Monsters. We're all sitting at the pool, and they're on. And then afterwards, Hogan gets off the stage, and he's like legitly signing shit for free. So I got like my NWO DVD signed, my Hogan DVD signed, like, and then like the manager came over and goes, "No, that's it, brother. That's it, brother. You got too much, brother."
I want one thing signed by his old ass. I want that belt right there signed. I know.
Doesn't that suck? You bought that shit and they
I'm getting that shit. It's like a race against time. I have to get it signed before he dies. It's like, can I get it in time? I saw one at the shop, but it was like $500, bro.
Dude, I guarantee you, next year or when this pandemic is over, he'll be doing a signing at a shop. I guarantee you, dude. Before this whole thing, he was doing them like once every 3 months.
We should go for sure. So you've met him a couple times?
I went to the NWO reunion.
Oh, nice.
And then 2 months prior, the year prior, it was the first reunion. It was Hall, Nash, and Bischoff. I did a picture with those three.
That's a bad.
And then they did the one with Hogan, and that was kind of cool because I mean it was packed, but it was, I don't know, it was cool, but it wasn't the same though. You know what I mean? Like these guys are they're so done for it, and it's like. Were you there when we were hanging out with Scott Hall at the bar?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
he was there hanging out. I saw Spanky at the bar. I've seen like Hagen.
Dude, it was me, Jay, and Chris, and fucking we walk in the door, and Kevin Nash is at the bar, and Scott Hall, he's not drinking, and it's like it was me. It was like the three of us all huddled up with Nash or with Scott. And it's like we're talking about the old days. He puts Jay in a headlock. Like it was just like it was so cool. Like it's something you would dream of. Like I mean, it might not be a big deal to other people, but like watching these people on TV and then getting to hang out with them for like a little bit at the bar, like to me that's kind of cool, you know.
I saw him about 10 years ago at the Diamond Club. I was sitting at the strip club, and he just walked in, and he was, I guess, like. The man there. Everyone knew who he was, and he was like not looking good then, but now he looks really bad. He looked really bad then because he was on drugs, but now he's like kind of cleaned up.
Did you notice when he did the Hall of Fame dude. That he looked good for the Hall of Fame?
He did look good.
And then all of a sudden it just went to shit. Like
that's when you got that picture of him, right? When he flicked that thing at you.
Yeah,
that's a great picture, dude.
You saw that?
You sent it to me. Yeah, that's a great video.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. Oh man, it was.
He said, "Hey, yo."
Did I show you the one with me and Miss Chris Masters put me in the master lock?
Yeah, that's a good. Your best one's Adam Cole, where you guys did Adam Cole, baby. That's
I know. I have so many. You haven't seen. I have to show you. Play it. The one with Billy Gunn. When I told Billy Gunn, let's do a skit. and I was interviewing him. I said, "What do you put on your body? Is it like baby oil?" And he got so mad, and he like played with it, like he told me to suck it.
Like, you suck it, partner.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
That's awesome. So Clash of Champions came and went. Overall, I would, if I'm grading it, I would give it like a B-. No, not even like a C. I'd give it like a C, straight C. It had its moments. I think the biggest moment of the night was the Roman Reigns beating the shit out of Jey Uso and kind of it's like being dominant and making him be the tribal leader bullshit thing going on. What do you think of this match overall? Where do you think Roman is Roman the face?
Honestly, I can't lie to you. I have not seen it yet.
You haven't seen Clash of the Champions?
No, I haven't seen that match, and I'll tell you why. I went to Jay's house. We watched it, and then I left early because my dog was sick, and I left right after the Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre match.
It was a good one, man. It did not suck as far as matches go.
You know what? I think the best parts were, I think the match overall was okay, but I think the best parts is when, like, the best part for me was when Flair was driving the ambulance out the back door. Like, that was like, oh shit, there he goes.
I'm gonna see if I can find my post. I had a post. Overall, the match was interesting because it was clear Roman was the tougher guy of the two. He was beating then the brother comes out, and it was totally a Rocky IV scene. And I had made a funny tweet about it that got like thousands of likes. It was pretty funny because sometimes shit just blows up. You're like, how'd that blow up? But overall, the match, yeah, here, let me see if I can share this. Let me share the screen real quick and show this shit. They compared it to Rocky IV. So there's Apollo being held by Rocky, Jimmy being held by Jay, him looking up, and then if he dies at the end. So I was like, damn. So I wrote, and I added 1,800 likes. I wrote, if basically Vince McMahon watched Rocky IV on Saturday night, then wrote the script for WWE Clash of Champions. And it's gone. Look at that. Boom, 23 seconds. Now you can't take it off air, WWE. What do you think about that? They love to block us after 31 seconds.
I thought the show kind of sucked.
Overall, it did suck overall. There's not enough star power. And the other big match, I guess, is Drew defeating Randy with the help of all the legends. They had HBK, they had Big Show, they had Christian, all kind of
one that I'm really surprised didn't show up that I think would have made a lot more sense than Shawn Michaels. Fucking Mick Foley.
Did he beat the shit? But it was kind of like week after week, he beat the shit out of those people.
Yeah, but he beat the shit out of fucking Mick Foley.
Yeah. And it's funny to see Flair in the seat, like driving away. You're like, oh God, Flair. What do you think of Flair? Like, is the fact that Flair's damn near death, let's be honest, he doesn't have another 5 to 10 years in him. I mean, he's been kicking out of 2 for years. The fact that he's still in the ring, does this just cement his legacy as one of the best of all time, if not the best?
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm sad that they didn't continue the storyline with Randy, and I think the way they took out Flair was shitty because I felt like there could have been a lot more in there. But I like to see the cameos of Flair every once in a while.
It brings back
I just wish they weren't so cheesy though, because like, you know, like I feel like Flair has like 1 or 2 more good promos in him. Like I really do. And it's like remember when we saw him at NXT, like he was gonna drop.
Did they put him on a 756 though? Like because he couldn't be on TV because Charlotte was on. He was Steeler Thunder.
But you know what though? They could have brought him out a little earlier and let him have at least 15, 20 minutes. Like that.
I love that he can fake drop an elbow and the crowd goes crazy, right? I mean, he's still got it. It's insane. Who has it for 50 years?
But you know what though? You know what I hate when they get older and it's him and Hogan are like the same. Like they're selling their merchandise with signatures, all of them. That like when you go to Hogan's Beach Shop, nothing's really worth anything to you. Like to me, when I go in there, it's like, oh, okay, a pair of underwear signed by Hogan, a pair like a shirt. Right. It's like, you know, I mean, it's like it's not like
the picture has to pop. It has to be like special for you to really
not even. I saw that fucking Sergeant Slaughter one, And it was cool, but it would have been cooler because he gets people in. Like he's had Slaughter in.
Right. I had Slaughter right in front of me. Like I could have got that shit signed if you know he's there.
But to me, it's like, he has all these people that come in. It's like, but he never capitalizes on it. Like, and then like his fucking manager, Ron, he's selling fucking turnbuckles for $3,000 and shit. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, I can go online WWF turnbuckle and it's not the same. It's
right. A remake. Right. But it's still
$150.
And you could get him signed for $100, right? $200.
Yeah. I tell you what, I know.
Why do they do that? Why do they rip us off? Like he has a banner from WrestleMania like 10 or 20. I don't even know.
No, that banner that is his Hulkamania.
I think so. Yeah, it's like $800.
No, he's selling it now.
Yeah, there's one for $800 from his shop. That's pretty cool.
That banner that he's having up there, the one on the left hand side that has his old trunks and he's holding it. That's from Royal Rumble like '92, and somebody threw
there's one from WrestleMania. It's a WrestleMania banner that he signed, but it's like $800.
Oh yeah, I seen that one. Yeah, see, it's not as cool as the other one though. Like the other one, a fan gave that to him.
Adam Pearce should be the official GM of Raw or SmackDown. I don't agree. I don't think who
the fuck is Adam Pearce?
Adam Pearce is that guy that keeps coming out and talking to people. He's like Vincent. The one dude, he's like an attorney or something, and he keeps coming out like making matches. You know what I'm talking about? I know he's ridiculous.
You know what? Here's the funny part about that, guys. Like,
so does this match piss you off, the Drew McIntyre with the help of everyone, or was it okay for you?
No, it pissed me off because it's like, why?
Everyone hate Randy. Yeah.
And then the comment about the GM, really? Wrestlers make their own fucking matches. They don't need GMs anymore. Just like Adam Cole. He called out what's his face on NXT, and they made the match, and the referee came down and rang the bell.
That's how it needs to be now. They need to, having an authority figure is just really a good opportunity for them to place a heel status for someone. You know what I mean? It's a great heel thing for them.
Oh, yeah.
The other big match that surprised me, I was like horrible for my guesses that night, and I had Hardy for this winning. Sami Zayn is the new Intercontinental Champion. He beat Jeff. He beat AJ. That shit had some crazy moments, including him handcuffing Hardy's earlobe to
that was kind of crazy. I tell you what, dude, I had Hardy as well, but then I stopped and thought. Remember, when the whole pandemic went on, Sami stopped wrestling because he didn't want to get the COVID. So he stopped. So instead of them not using the Intercontinental Championship, what they did was they made it interim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he came back, technically he still kind of was the Intercontinental Champion because he never lost it.
Yeah, but for him, for some reason, they did the old 30-day relinquish bullshit. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it's all story, man. I mean, like, honestly, I had a feeling that they were, and I said to myself, there's no way AJ's going to win this because I feel like I hope they have bigger plans for AJ because to me, reading the dirt sheets and things, it doesn't seem like he's going to be there for much longer. It seems like he's going to ride his contract.
Didn't he just sign a 5-year contract though?
I mean, really?
I know. It's as good as a piece of toilet paper.
In the NBA, they sign 3-year contracts and they fucking opt out. I mean, come on.
I know. No contract. Vince McMahon can null and void and give you a 60-day nothing.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Since I know you didn't watch AEW that much, so we won't really talk about that, but we can talk about the upcoming pay-per-view. You going over to the dudes' bros' houses for NXT Takeover?
I don't know. We were talking about going to Riddles. I don't know. I asked Jay yesterday, and Jay was kind of up in the air about it. So I don't know if we're going over there or not. I mean, it'd be cool.
Jay's always like, bro, I was talking to him. Let me tell him.
You know what we're getting ready for? I told you about the interview that's coming up, right?
Yeah. Priest and UFC fighter.
No. We have and spoiler alert. I'm not gonna throw the date out because we don't know when we're gonna release the interview. But next time, sometime we have New Jack coming down to Orlando for the interview.
Don't piss him off, dude. Please. He's gonna stab you.
We're gonna be shooting that in 5K. So I'm really excited to
I don't think New Jack's staying at Riddle's house, right?
No, dude, this is next week. This is
I can see Riddle now, bro. My alligator, you just murdered it.
Yeah, I tell you what, I haven't seen Riddle. I haven't seen Riddle.
Did you see that Dark Side New Jack? Dark Side of the Ring?
Oh, yeah.
I had already known the scaffold. I knew he threw him off the scaffold. Oh, you didn't? I knew he threw him off the scaffold. I knew he stabbed that dude, the fat dude who punched him and he stabbed him. I knew all that. I had seen those because I was really into like viral videos. I used to watch like Kimbo Slice and all that shit.
How do I share something? How do I share something?
You go to down the bottom, it says share screen.
I want to show this promo. Where
on the bottom of your screen, it should say share screen next to mute, stop cam, all that.
Dude, watch this promo.
I heard New Jack is being paid in cheesesteaks, true or not.
Can you see it?
No.
You can't see it?
You have to share your screen.
Huh?
You have to share your screen.
I did share the screen.
I can't see it, bro.
Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Is New Jack working for cheesesteaks? Is that real?
No.
There you go.
All right, check this out. Look at this promo. Watch this.
Back in Mustafa is. You want to talk about violence? Violence to you might be putting somebody in a figure four. Violence to me is taking a can of gas and pouring it on you and setting you on fire. Like me or not, I didn't come up here to get like. I came up here to get paid. And whoever you put in front of me, I'm going to drop you down. I like to send a special shout out to my home, O.J. Simpson. Keep up the good work, baby. 2 less we got to worry about.
Wow.
Isn't that freaking crazy, dude?
He said 2 less we have to worry about. I mean, but he's just trying to be. I mean, that's just like, dude, he's riding that heat wave. Like he's like,
dude, I'm personally about that. Like that's crazy. Like, in one of the interviews I saw, he said he got so much heat for it. They had to have freaking police. Here's the crazy part. He was driving a like kind of like a puke green Corvette. And somebody told him, he says, don't drive your Corvette here. Go buy a piece of shit car because they'll destroy your car. So he bought a piece of shit van because he was worried about to get his car. Fuck, I would too. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, I would.
ETA, man. Don't trust anybody.
Finn Bálor and Kyle O'Reilly.
All right, let's go through the NXT Takeover predictions. We do have, I see Maddog down there. We'll pull him up here in a little bit.
Maddog.
Our newest member of World Wrestling Radio coming live. Fortunately, Yeti didn't join us today, but that's okay. We still love him. Who you got? Bálor, O'Reilly. Did you see the promo last night with O'Reilly and them and HBK in the middle?
I didn't, man. I had to work late.
I know you're a hardworking young man. So O'Reilly and Bálor cut a nice little promo in the middle of the ring with HBK kind of officiating it. And they gave each other respect, and then they got condescending. And Kyle's basically saying like, "This is my time, and we're going to do this." And then Finn brought up, "What about Adam Cole? You know, is there going to be a shift in your matrix of Undisputed?" And he said, "Don't worry about them." He asked him if he's bringing them, and he said, "We're like water and oil, and we rub together and shit." So yes, Undisputed will probably be involved, but do you see them pulling a plug on Bálor this soon and putting the belt on Kyle?
To me, I don't see it making sense. Like it.
BK was staring at both of them at the same time. He was like, "Woo!"
Like, why would that make sense? Like, here's my thing: what would make them put the belt on Kyle O'Reilly? Like, what has he done? Like, hasn't he been hurt for a little bit?
He seems to hurt a lot for me. I know Fish does, but they both seem to be getting injured. They're not durable like Cole. Cole went a year. He'll wrestle with broken ribs. He don't give a shit. I don't know what's going to, I mean, if you want to move the needle and you want to have people on Twitter tweeting about like, I can't believe that it's Bálor retaining isn't the answer. It's Kyle becoming the new NXT champion.
Hey, let me ask you this question. And I know I'm off the subject. When the fuck did Velveteen Dream come out of all of nowhere and take on Kushida? Like, where the hell did that come from?
They're fighting. Yeah, they're fighting at the.
Where the hell did that come from?
Like Velveteen Dream was like out kind of promo, and then Kushida comes out all of a sudden. He's like, "Fuck you," and they start fighting. I mean, it was
I didn't see that last week that they
came out of nowhere.
It's like, are they really hurting for content? They have to put
clearly. Well, I mean, think about it. In the last what in the last year they've lost Riddle, they lost Keith Lee, they lost Dominic Dijakovic, Mia
That's
Yim.
their fault, dude. That's their fault. And I everybody says it to me, and it's like I don't care what everybody's. Everybody can say whatever they want to say. They moved Keith up too fast. There's nothing for Keith right now. They've made a mockery out of him. They changed his fucking music. Now he has a swimsuit on that covers his belly. Like, I mean, come on.
Why do they do that to overweight people? Except for Otis. He's got his boobies hanging out like it's freaking 1985.
Did he surrender the briefcase?
Did he?
That's what I'm saying. Last week he was supposed to surrender the briefcase to the Miz.
I don't think so. I don't think it have. I don't know. We'll ask Maddog. I don't even know that. So the other title match is Damian. Well, there's 3, but the other one is Damian Priest and Gargano, and then Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae. Both with the opportunity of this becoming the first ever married champions in professional wrestling. Is this another plug they're going to pull? Is there any chance that all 3 of these titles change hands this week?
If it does, it's bad writing. It's like McMahon moved over to NXT because I don't see Johnny beating Priest because I mean, honestly, I think Priest right now is doing great. I think he has a great run, and it's like Johnny's already he's already held North American. He did nothing with it. I
absolutely agree. He's kind of like a jobber at this point, right? To a certain extent, like he's not going to win, but he's still there. Yeah,
you know, he's a joke. He's the longest employed NXT wrestler that they have. He's surpassed everybody that's came through the doors.
Right. He's going to be around this time next year, no matter what. And at the end of the day, though, he's not taken seriously by me as a champion, and it just doesn't work for me. But his wife, on the other hand, is absolutely beautiful and has a much brighter future, in my opinion, than Johnny Gargano as far as title runs and making it to the main roster. I think at the end of the day, and I hate to say it, Gargano is too small and too old to be moved up. Same with Champion.
You know what this reminds me of? When Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels split. Marty Jannetty is Johnny Gargano, and Shawn Michaels is Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, he's definitely the bigger star for sure.
Oh yeah, by far. And it's like I don't even like what they're doing with Tommaso Ciampa. Like I wish they would have kept the fucking pants on him and had the stupid ass freaking crutch and come out and just beat somebody's ass with it. I mean, that's the old Ciampa.
He's going to be back and he'll win the title again for sure. But does he ever move up?
Is he hurt again?
I don't think so. Is he hurt again?
I don't know, but he's not there. I tell you that.
I hope not. I can't stand another injury with that guy. And the other match is Santos Escobar versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. His character's changed a lot. He's trying to be like cool guy now. And I like the old Swerve. You know what I mean? Call me old fashioned, but I like the old Swerve who just came in, did awesome, sick moves, said some cool shit and left.
I'm going to be very disappointed, and so are you, when we go back to NXT, that we're not going to know anybody in the fucking company. Like, they've gotten rid of it's like we're not going to get that one last chant with Bro. We're not going to get to do Bask in our glory. None of that shit.
That's all done. Real GDS, yes, Tegan Knox did tear her ACL, and she will be out for at least a year. I mean, honestly, this is the second time that's happened to her on the same leg, so this could be more than this could be forever, honestly. No offense to Tegan Knox. I think she's beautiful. I think she's a good wrestler, and she's really hardcore. We saw that cage match with her and Dakota Kai, and that was like impressive for two ladies just getting in the ring and doing their thing. She jumped off the top of the ring. I mean, this lady is crazy. She's Lady Kane. So I'm going to miss Tegan Knox a lot. That's a big loss. I feel really bad for her because she's young, and sure, you can come back, but with two blown knees on the same knee, it's going to be really hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think it is. Yeah.
Did you see Monday Night Raw? I'm going to bring Maddog on. It's 9:30. Let's bring this dude on. We'll get a little more personality in here. You and I aren't feeling it today. We're tired. We're hardworking 9 to 5ers. You probably worked till 8, didn't you?
Hey, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked at 8.
For those of you in the local area, go to Las Spadas.
Hi.
Maddog, what's going on?
How you doing? Real quick, guys, like the shirt?
Mox AEW.
Yeah.
Is that a new one that's coming out?
What?
Is that a new shirt that came out?
Hot Topic sells it, yeah, a couple months ago.
Right.
I'm like I said, big John Moxley fan. So
I like how Hot Topic sometimes gets the shirts, and it's like you don't have to go through AEW. You can just go there and get them.
Same thing with WWE. You know, WWE. Same thing. I actually got Bray Wyatt shirt through Hot Topic.
Yeah, but
WWE.
a lot of the older stuff.
So Monday Night Raw, let's talk about that because there's a lot going on with the tag team division about a Clash Champions match that got canceled because Vince is not allowed to say the word COVID, but I am. So Shayna Baszler and supposedly Nia Jax have the virus or medically not clear to compete. You know, but sources close to a bunch of WWE say that they have it and that Selena Vega now has it. She just tweeted out literally an hour ago. So I wonder how Vince is going to react to that.
Zelina just competed, right?
Positive.
She competed on Monday, right?
That's why this whole Monday night thing, you know, who's going to be there. And they're losing, you know, like you guys were saying about losing the NXT roster. Remember, this started in NXT. Again, it all started in NXT. Now it moved up to the main roster. Nikki Cross supposedly Nikki Cross's husband has it too, because he hasn't been there for a couple of weeks. So now Selena Vega just tweeted. I wonder how Vince is going to react to that. That's going to be fun to see his reaction that she just literally tweeted. If you go on Twitter right now, I can't pull it up because I'm not good at this whole shit. I need to get used to it. But on her Twitter, it said she tested positive for COVID-19.
That's a good thing, though, because maybe we'll see Vince back on the TV.
Maybe. That'd be great, you know, and I would love
I'm not going to see Vince back on. You think you're going to see Vince back on TV? He looks so bad when we saw him.
Bad, but what is it? What? Okay, just like Maddog said, who are they going to put on? Are they going to bring up more NXT wrestlers and screw? And on Wednesday nights, what are they going to do?
Well, Raw Underground all got screwed up too because they supposedly cut the segment from Monday Night Show. I don't even know what really happened with Raw Underground.
Quit stealing my thunder. I'm the one who runs the show here, big guy. So we're gonna start with Randy Orton.
Okay, sorry about that.
I have Raw Underground right here. All right, so we're gonna start with Randy Orton ending the show using night vision to unleash his brutal attack on the WWE Legends. They got their moment on Clash. They got to chin music him, and Christian got to beat his ass. And then at the end of the show, you see Orton put on the goggles and turn off the lights and go in and beat the living crap out of HBK, Big Show, and Christian. What do we think of this moment? And what do we think this leads to in the future? Maddog, go for it.
Right. At first, I thought Randy Orton joined Retribution. I thought that's what this was going to be, but clearly that wasn't the case when, you know, when he put on the night vision goggles and not a Bane mask. Remember, Retribution has a Bane mask. So
do you think that
he doesn't have a Bane mask? I guess he's not part of Retribution. I don't know. Maybe that's where they're going with him. I don't know. But, you know, it's always fun to see Randy Orton in his prime, and I'm excited to set it up for Hell in a Cell. It's clearly going to probably be Orton versus McIntyre, Hell in a Cell, steel cage match. And, you know, just as brutal as Clash Champions were, it's going to be a brutal match. These guys in a steel cage, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
True. That's interesting you said that because that didn't cross my mind at all that Randy Orton was in Retribution when he did that. Did you think that, Vince, or what did you think of this moment? I didn't think that. That's you say it now, it makes sense, but I didn't think about it at the time.
I got 2 words for this.
This is bullshit.
You thought it sucked.
I'm not a huge fan of this whole Retribution thing. Like, I honestly think this is just, I mean, you know, take it for what I'm going to give it to you, but I feel like there's nothing for Dijakovic. There's nothing for, what's her name? AAM or Shane Thorne.
Shane Thorne wasn't going anywhere anyways. Let's be honest.
There's nothing for them, so they're going to give him this Retribution, and this Retribution is only going to last for so long, and then they're going to screw him, and they're going to get freaking canned.
Let's right now on October 1st, 2020, make predictions what Retribution's going to do over the next 365 days. What are they going to do?
It will be, listen, after a pandemic, I guarantee you it will not be talked about. They will be pushed to the side and they'll come in every once in a while. But I'm telling you, they're not an NWO. They're not a DX. They're not a stable. This is just to bring more views in because there's nothing going on. That's all this is.
Isn't there more to come at the end of the day, though? Isn't there going to be a leader and a bigger name and a bigger draw for Retribution? This is just kind of like the beginning. I mean, I can't imagine T-Bar being the end-all, be-all of fucking Retribution. That's going to be really disappointing if that's the guy that's running shit. It's just my opinion. So, moving on, a great match, in my opinion, one of the best matches I've seen in a long time. They got to actually let loose and get a good, maybe possibly 10 minutes and up to that altogether. Keith Lee and Andrade went to town. They had a wonderful match. This got to showcase how great and agile Keith Lee is, and this also got to show how legitimate Andrade is against anyone in the world. He is truly one of the best professional wrestlers in the world. His lack of English will always hold him back, but I also noticed lately he's been cutting English promos. So what'd you guys think of this match? What'd you think of Keith Lee? I know, Vince, that you're disgusted with what they're doing with Keith Lee, with his outfit and his music, and we know how great he is from...
You know, made me really throw up. You know, made me really throw up. I honestly couldn't. I went to the toilet and I was gonna throw up when I saw what they did to Aleister Black. I was
his new music.
I was so done. I was like, you know, Vince, we should put your skinny fucking brittle ass in that motherfucker and let them beat the shit out of you, you piece of shit. Fucking ruining somebody like Aleister Black. Are you kidding me?
They definitely ruined him, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Fucking, now he looks like he's starting to look like fucking Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean.
What? How do they do this? How do they get away with this? It's a travesty, because I think at the end of the day, there's no denying that Captain Jack Sparrow himself, Aleister Black, is one of the best professional. I mean, that dude, we've seen him have some bangers in NXT.
Oh, look at Ricochet. Look at Ricochet. He is the only man that I've seen live that can jump from the middle of the ring to the middle of the freaking stage. And
how to land that?
Now what is he doing? He's fucking jobbing. He's jobbing.
Do you think at the end of the day, though, Ricochet and all of them are going to be Apollo and Ricochet are going to join in the Hurt Business? Is just going to be an overall faction nation domination 2.0 of...
No, I don't think so.
It was weird Alexander wasn't on. Grown men crying over a kid's show. Pathetic. Why are you even here, Clive? Fuck out of here.
But no,
what do you think? He must be mad at me because I must have roasted him on one of my social media platforms. So R-Truth is officially the winningest champion of all times. He's in his 40s. Yeah, he's won 40 some times. I've hated the 24/7 belt from the beginning. I think it's pathetic. It's not comical to me anymore. You got Akira Tozawa, another good professional wrestler, running around in ninja suit. I mean, stereotypical as you could be. You got Drew Gulak, who was just teaching Daniel Bryan how to wrestle, and now he's chasing R-Truth around catering to win the. It's just like the shit's wild right now.
Right.
You know, I think what kills me both Maddog and Niko is the fact that you look at these wrestlers and then you go and you look who they released back in the summer, and it's like, okay, now you got Drew Gulak running around like a little Tinkerbell trying to win the belt. You got Katsura Kazawa with a freaking ninja suit on. You got R-Truth running around with a stupid belt that like the hardcore title. Now he has a freaking beard on. Like, you know,
he had a beard and a straw hat on.
Dude, they got rid of FTR, dude. FTR. Probably one of the hottest tag teams, and the Good Brothers. They're two of the hottest tag teams. Yeah. You get rid of them. You should have got rid of these fucking guys. These guys.
It's hard to argue that, because you're absolutely
right. Capitalized on the FTR, by the way.
They're going to take that to the bank. They're going to take it to the bank.
They put the belt on them within, 30 days? I mean, it was just like, here.
Not even, like 2 weeks.
I think I honestly believe AEW gives agreements that you get a title if you join that. I just believe it. So there's no way.
I'm tired of with the belt. I really am. I'm tired.
Honestly, they need to scrap it and just get rid of that belt completely and just throw it in the trash.
What belt?
The FDW belt?
No, the 24/7 belt.
Oh, yeah.
Because Gronk, a tight end from the Tampa Bay, is it now? Or
Tampa Bay.
With football, I apologize. But he won the belt, and then